Good afternoon, everyone, all the way from the city of Calgary in the great province of Alberta. My name is Eze, and I'm here to share with you some good insights from my memoirs of greatness. And today I will be talking about why did the bird fly, and I'll also be talking about survival in the jungle. So let me start with why did the bird fly? A friend of mine shared a story with me and told me how when he was little, he had a bird that he was caring for. And one day the bird flew away. And I asked some questions, what really happened? And he told me how the bird was always kept in a cage. And at some point, he let the bird to start working with chicken, and from there, one day the bird flew away. Now, this got me thinking. Why did this get me thinking? I was like, okay, you got an animal, a bird of the air. The Bible describes that as bird of the air, meaning it belongs to the air. It's meant to be flying. Then you want to domesticate it. By domesticating it, you allow it to be working with chicken. So the bird now started seeing itself as a land bird, not bird of the air. This one is now bird of the land. So those periods that it was working with those chicken, it forgot the identity of his or her creation, of its creation. So the bird was seeing itself literally as an animal that walk on the land, not as the one that fly in the air. So it continued like that. The bird will walk with the chicken. At the end of the day, in the night, it will sleep in the cage. But one day, something happened. And what happened? The bird realized that it was meant for more. The bird realized the ability to fly. The bird realized that where it is not where it's meant to be. And he had to fly. Now, there is one thing. Did the bird just fly? Did he just realize and flew away that day? The answer is no. It means this bird has been practicing how to fly, even though he has it in his nature. Because over time, he has lost the ability. Out of what? Disuse, atrophy. When I mean atrophy here, I mean when you don't use a part of your body, it starts becoming what? Retracted, reduced in size, and also in effectiveness. So, for you to constantly live your abilities, things you're supposed to do, your parts of the body you're supposed to exercise, they start getting dormant. That's what happened to this bird. But did the bird fly away one day? The answer is no. The bird was actually attempting to fly. At every instance, he will recognize that he can actually fly a mile, he can fly some, and before you know it, he saw himself in the great sky of nature where he belongs. What is a learning point here? For anyone listening to this, you have been created. The Bible said you are fearfully and wonderfully made. It means you are God's masterpiece in his creation. The abilities you have, the potentials you have, until you harness it, you will be like that bird that is moving in company of chickens. But when you realize it, develop it and harness it, you will fly like the eagle that roams the sky. Very high, very far, that even greatest hunter will find it difficult to hunt you down. Be blessed. Secondly, I want to talk about survival. And what is survival here? Existence. Another friend of mine shared a story about a lion, but he left me with just one quote. He said, for a lion to survive, something living must die. What does this imply? Survival. There is always a trade-off. If you stay where you are, people will step on you. You will not be noticed. You will not amount to anything. But if you want to move ahead, you want to keep moving, you keep living, keep surviving, you have to kill some habits, some lazy attitudes that pull you down. This lion, to survive in the jungle, something living must die. There are sacrifices that are made to be, sacrifices you are made to be made. You need to sacrifice some things to be great. Sacrifice some, sleep hours. If it's in your academics, in any field, in whatever you do, if you just fold your arms and wait for tides of things to turn around, you will know that with time, your survival is very limited. Your advancement is very limited. For people like us, we have chosen to sacrifice so many things in order for us to live, not just exist. Because my great friend and mentor, Aristotle, he told me that an unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates also affirmed the same thing. To live is to survive. To exist is to die. You have to choose. Are you existing or are you living? As for me, I have chosen to survive. And for me to survive, a lot of things, a lot has to die for me to live. I encourage you guys out there, choose to live, choose to survive. Don't just exist.